Hi, Cancer. It's Aira. Come a little closer. This reading isn't meant to soothe you. It's meant to see you, because I can feel it. Beneath your nurturing, beneath the softness you offer everyone else, there's something trembling, an old shape of fear, a silence you've kept for too long. And Spirit says, this isn't about fixing you. It's about facing the version of you that had to break in silence to keep others whole. This is your shadow work reading, and it goes deep. Into the fear patterns you've inherited, into the warnings Spirit's been whispering, into the subconscious blocks that have shaped how much you allow yourself to receive, love, and rise. If you feel called to explore these shadows with personal voice guidance, I offer readings starting at $9. And if you're walking through deep internal shifts, the $99 month voice reading plan brings you unlimited support, so you never walk these corridors of healing alone. Now, Cancer, let's step into the darker waters, because your truth isn't hiding in the light. It's hiding in the places you've been too afraid to look. Card 1, Moon, reversed. This is your ruler, your mirror, your maze. When the moon appears reversed, it means the subconscious isn't just whispering anymore, it's shouting. There are emotional truths you've buried under "I'm fine," fears you've disguised as intuition. And Spirit says, you've confused protection with avoidance. But avoidance doesn't guard you, it cages you. Your fear of repeating old pain has turned into a fear of letting anything new in. You're not avoiding red flags, you're avoiding possibility. This card asks, what parts of you are you still hiding from yourself? Card 2, Nine of Swords. This is the insomnia card. But more than that, it's the grief no one sees. You've been carrying guilt that doesn't belong to you, blaming yourself for things you couldn't control, or shouldn't have had to. This fear pattern is tied to over-responsibility, taking care of people who never learned to care for themselves. And the consequence? You turned your anxiety into a coping mechanism. Spirit says, you're not responsible for saving people who choose not to heal. You're allowed to rest from rescuing. The nightmares, the overthinking, the chronic worry, they're not just stress, they're soul signals. And they're asking to be seen, not silenced. Card 3, Five of Pentacles, the fear of abandonment, the wound of not being chosen. This card says, somewhere deep inside, a part of you still believes love must be earned through suffering. Maybe you were emotionally left out as a child. Maybe someone you trusted withdrew when you needed them most. And now, you brace for loss, even when love shows up. Spirit says, you keep waiting to be left, so you never fully arrive. But love doesn't need to be proven. It needs to be received. This is your unconscious block, Cancer. You've learned how to give love. Now Spirit asks, can you learn to let it in? Card 4, the Shadow in full form. This card isn't evil, it's attachment. It's the unconscious ways you bind yourself to pain. Old coping habits, toxic comforts, people who mirror your unhealed parts. And Spirit says, you don't need to be punished to feel worthy. You don't need chaos to feel alive. This card dares you to look at what you still crave, even when you know it hurts, and to ask what part of you believes you deserve it. Breaking free won't feel safe at first, because pain can start to feel like home when you've lived in it too long. But home was never meant to hurt. Oracle message. Your shadow is not the enemy, it's the unmet child asking to be held. You're not broken, Cancer. You're layered. And your deepest fear isn't failure. It's being fully seen and still left behind. But Spirit says, you are not too much. You are not too emotional. You are not wrong for wanting to be loved exactly as you are. Your shadow isn't here to sabotage you. It's here to show you where you're still bleeding in places you pretend are healed. And when you stop running from it, you stop rejecting the part of you that's still waiting for permission to exist. So, Cancer, this isn't about fixing your shadow. It's about sitting with it, listening to it, letting it tell you what it needs instead of who you should be. Because the moment you stop fearing the darkest parts of yourself is the moment your true light returns. You are not just the healer, you are the healing. Affirmation. I honor my shadow as part of my wholeness. I release the fear of being too much. I meet the parts of me I once abandoned, and I choose to love them home.